I'd like to call this meeting
They do
to
not.
order.
No requirements. That's pathetic.
You didn't hear us.
That's pathetic.
I only have one line.
Yeah, they removed Keith's.
I never had one.
Yeah.
he'll never get off.
Okay,
Standing for the,
I'd like to call this meeting to order. Could we have a moment of silence, please?
In our moment of silence, Madam President, let's remember all the people in California going through the fire situation, and also all the victims of the recent shooting.
Please stand for the pledge of allegiance.
Thank you, Council President. Councilperson Sarsfield.
President,
Councilperson Freshwater.
Here.
Councilperson Boyd.
Here.
Councilperson Papachak.
Here.
Councilperson Canafari.
here,
Council President Demko.
Here.
Mayor Rabbit.
Here.
We have a quorum.
Okay, are there any comments on the motions? Anybody? Okay. Councilperson Canford.
good evening. Motion to approve the minutes for the council meeting on October 8th, 2018.
Second. We have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes.
B, motion to enter into a bargaining agreement with the Carnegie Borough Police Department for a term to last January 1st, 2019 to December 31st, 2023.
Second. We have a motion and a second. Steve, roll call.
Councilperson Sarsfield.
yes.
Councilperson Freshwater.
Yes.
Councilperson Boyd.
Yes.
Councilperson Papachak.
Yes.
Councilperson Canafari.
Yes.
Council President Demko.
Before I vote, I would just like to thank Phil for all the hard work he did on that, and the police too, who, you know, they worked real well together and with us, so I just wanted to thank Phil for that. And yes,
I do have comments about the contract. While we may have worked well together, as I described it to my counterpart on the police side of the negotiations, it was an awful lot like negotiating with my wife. Which means they did fine in this contract agreement. In addition, we did fine. We've got a good group of guys and gals that work very hard for us. They work like a team, and none of the requests that they had were unreasonable. We did a great deal of cleanup to the contract. It's very, very interesting to me, especially having participated in the last contract negotiation where we tried to do the same thing in cleaning up old language that just existed within the contract. For line items in a contract don't have dates associated with them, so you don't know exactly where they came from, but you know that there had to be a motivation for one side or the other to have it included in the contract. An example is one that was cleaned up over this past weekend, where the chief pointed out to me that there was actually something in the contract that had we executed it would have been illegal. But that's gone. And hopefully there isn't any other examples that within the contract that are illegal, if you will. But anyhow, we have a good contract. It's a 5-year agreement, and we won't have to do it again for 5 years, which is a good thing for both sides of the
Chief, are you
table.
happy with it?
Yeah, I think the police officers are happy with it.
passes. Everybody, Steve, everybody yes, right? So motion passes. Okay. Councilman Boyd.
Motion to approve the November 2018 bill list and bill list addendum.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Steve?
Councilperson Boyd,
Yes.
Councilperson Popacek,
Yes.
Councilperson Canafari,
Yes.
Councilperson Sarsfield,
Yes.
Councilperson Freshwater,
Yes.
Council President Demko.
Yes.
Motion passes.
Councilman Freshwater.
I move to approve payment application number 1 to Hilltop Paving Incorporated in the amount of $18,543.60 for site grading and stone backfill completed between October 22nd and October 31st, 2018. Contract number 2018-01, rebid.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Steve?
Councilperson Canafari,
Yes.
Councilperson Popacek,
Yes.
Councilperson Boyd,
Yes.
Councilperson Freshwater,
Yes.
Councilperson Sarsfield,
Yes.
Council President Demko.
Yes.
Motion passes.
And just to, if I may add, it doesn't say anywhere on the payment line, but we're building a new basketball court at Carnegie Park, and this is a partial payment in that effort.
I move to approve payment application number 2 to Stash Trucking in the amount of $5,329.28 for work completed between August 1st and November 10th, 2018, for the Darlington Road Sanitary Sewer Relocation Project, contract number 2017-04.
Second.
With a motion and a second. Steve?
Councilperson Popacek,
Yes.
Councilperson Canafari,
Yes.
Councilperson Sarsfield,
Yes.
Councilperson Freshwater,
Yes.
Councilperson Boyd,
Yes.
Council President Demko.
Yes.
Motion passes.
I move to approve change order number 2, final, for contract number 2018-04, 2018 milling and resurfacing program in the amount of $39,461.09 for additional base repairs on Maryland Avenue.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Steve?
Councilperson Boyd,
Yes.
Councilperson Canafari,
Yes.
Councilperson Sarsfield,
Yes.
Councilperson Popacek,
Yes.
Councilperson Freshwater,
Yes.
Council President Demko.
Yes.
Motion passes.
Just a comment, Maryland was in much worse shape than what initially anticipated. That's what that was in terms of.
I move to approve payment application number 2, final, to Youngblood Paving Incorporated in the amount of $36,506.16 for milling and resurfacing work completed through October 31st, 2018 for the 2018 milling and resurfacing program, contract number 2018-04.
Second.
Motion and a second. Steve?
Councilperson Boyd,
Yes.
Councilperson Popacek,
Yes.
Councilperson Canafari.
I have a question. Does this have to do with the ADA ramps?
No, that's complete.
No. Yes.
Thank you. Councilperson Sarsfield,
Yes.
Councilperson Freshwater,
Yes.
Council President Demko.
Yes.
Motion passes.
Code enforcement, Councilwoman Marshall.
I have one item today, Madam President. Motion to approve the curb cut applications submitted by Ramsey Blair for the property located at 420 Church Street, Lot and Block 103-P-162.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Yes.
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes.
With a correction that it's 520 Church Street.
That's why I didn't say.
Oh, I'm sorry. I apologize. 520 Church Street.
There you go.
Motion passes. Okay, committee reports, administration,
I have nothing this evening. Thanks, Madam President.
finance,
Nothing this evening, thank you.
code enforcement,
Nothing this evening, Madam President. Thank you.
public works,
Nothing this evening.
public safety,
Nothing, Madam. That will be under good welfare.
and president's report. I have nothing either. Okay, manager's report.
Thank you. I just have one update at the moment, and I believe Maggie may speak on it as well, but the project for Library Hill will be started at the beginning of December. All of the businesses from along Williams Way, from Mary Street to Broadway Street, have been notified that things will get started on December 3rd. We will be meeting this Friday at 10 o'clock at the library to go over everything with any of the building or business owners, and that's the update for the project at the moment. If there's anything I missed, I'm sure Maggie will add to it. And that's all I have. Thank you.
Fire Department EMS report.
Thank you, Madam President. For the month of October, there were 14 fire calls, and there were 107 ambulance calls.
Mayor's report.
Thank you, Madam President. The police activity for the month of October 2018, criminal arrests citations 18, traffic stops 57, traffic citations 50, parking tickets 226, complaints and self-initiated activity 860. I just wanted to touch on the fact that last Sunday, November 4th, at the Indian Community Center, all of the religious leaders, or the majority of the religious leaders here in Carnegie, all got together for a prayer service for the victims and the families, the first responders, and the entire Jewish community. And it was such a demonstration of strength and unity and love right here in Carnegie. It really turned out to be a very nice service and a way that we can all come together, no matter what our religion, love our neighbors, and hopefully the next time we do that, it is not in such a tragic time. We're going to try and get together again because it was just not a good reason we were getting together, but it was a very nice service. Other events that are going on in November, Wednesday, November 14th, the River City Brass Band is actually going to be at the Indian Community Center, and all of the proceeds from that benefit will go to the victims of the Tree of Life Synagogue. The tickets are $15 and include a late dinner. On Sunday, November 18th, I've lost track of what number this is, but we have another ribbon cutting for Firebox Art Studios, and that will be at 3 p.m. Firebox has been open for about a year, but this is going to be their official grand ribbon cutting. On Friday, November 23rd, it is Carnegie's Small Business Answer to Black Friday, and that is Plaid Friday. So definitely shop local and keep it going for Small Business Saturday on November 24th. All of the Carnegie businesses will be having little deals and discounts throughout the day, so shop local. On Saturday, December 1st, is Carnegie's Borough holiday event up at the library, and that is sponsored by the Carol Coby's Children's Event Committee, along with the Borough and the library, and is from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Santa will be at the library. There is ornament making, characters, treats, and it's just a really nice annual event for the kids.
What time is that start?
That is from, the doors open at 10 a.m., but Santa comes from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Also that night, from 5:30 to 6:30, the Borough of Carnegie will have their annual tree lighting in the PNC Bank parking lot. So we will have carolers there from Higher Voice Studios. Santa always comes by the event, and there will be hot chocolate, coffee, and cookies. I also wanted to mention, I saw the Borough put it out on our Facebook page that we are official donation center for Toys for Tots. And they'll be collected through the second week of December, I think. And there's many other events going on that I'm sure people will get up and share. But I did want to say that how grateful I am for the men and women that defend our freedom in our country. And with gratitude, just thank you. That's all I have this evening, Madam President.
Public comment?
somebody to introduce. This is Mary Bank. She's our new library director. She started, I guess, the Tuesday after Labor Day, and I'm going to turn the mic over to her. But I did just want to say thank you, Steve. We will be beginning our remediation. We'll have to wait until it got cold and difficult on December 3rd, and hopefully everything will go smoothly, and we'll have this done in 4 weeks outside, hopefully sooner than that, and then we can get a fresh start on Library Park in the spring. Just a couple of things before I turn it over to Mary. We have a Christmas cabaret. I don't even know if I said that. Busy times in Carnegie in the music hall on December 1st, 7:30 p.m. Lots of concerts coming up. And I just want to echo what Stacy said about the gathering. And I love the language that Carnegie used, because I think she organized this of sympathy and solidarity. It was a very wonderful thing to be a part of. I know I'd like to say, Sue, I think some of your grandkids can go to this. Stage 62, it's his final weekend of Guys and Dolls. I've heard it's terrific. I'm bringing
It's one of my favorites.
Yes, it's got a fabulous score. So that's Thursday through Sunday in the music hall. And there's just so much going on. So read your signal item inserts. Our newsletter will be coming out soon. Hopefully you'll get it. And now I'll turn it over to Mary.
I just wanted to say Carnegie's been extremely welcoming to me, and I'm thrilled to be here. I've already started adding some programs for January, so things to look at. We are hoping to be open later one night a week. We're looking at Mondays right now, so we'll be open until 8. And we will include evening programming for adults, for teens, for children during that time. So something that I'm looking to do is an Adulting 101 program, looking at our mid-20s residents who might need help, like learning how to tie a tie, how to cook a meal, how to fill out a job application, who do you use as a reference, those kinds of things. And we're also looking to add adult book groups, evening story times, and a quarterly library one-on-one presentation where people can come and ask questions on what they can do with their library, whether they're in the library, how to use the catalog, how to use our databases from home, and things like that. So I'm very excited, and if you all have any special interests, please let me know. I'm looking to add all kinds of programs, so if there's something that maybe you always wanted to present, we'd be happy to have you come into the library and host a program as well. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Good evening. I'm representing Second Baptist Church in Carnegie, and I just have one question. When is the basketball court to be completed?
Soon, based on Mother Nature.
Okay. So
Sooner it gets-
2018, you're shooting at the end of the year?
Oh, yeah. It's, the issue we have right now, I believe, Keith, correct me if I'm wrong, is we're running against the asphalt plants closing.
Okay.
So if we can't get the material, then we'll have to wait till spring.
Okay.
But,
Just want to be able to report back. Also, I just wanted to know, I don't know if any of you guys are aware or know of any resources, but I know, I'm speaking just as a parent, I have a 10-year-old, and with the shooting at the synagogue, we really don't take into account how it affects the children. And my daughter goes to the Children's Institute, which happens to be across the street from Tree of Life. And I didn't really take it into account, but when we went to get off the highway, she was like in panic. You know, are there going to be people outside? Is there going to be blood outside? Is there going to be, you know, she has all these unresolved questions. And so as a parent, I took her to the memorial and different things, but in the city of Pittsburgh, which I live in, they are offering counseling for children. And I wanted to know if you guys were offering that in this borough.
No, we don't right now, but we could probably check that out. I don't know where we
Just as
would
a
go.
resource for parents, because even if it's not children locally in the Jewish community, all children, just watching it on television and just knowing that it happened in their community.
Well, what if the Boys and Girls Club has something there? You know what, I'll check.
Okay.
I'll check, and you know what, leave me your name and phone number,
I sure will.
okay? And I'll check. In the meantime, maybe Nate, we can kind of
Yeah, we'll coordinate.
brainstorm on that.
If we do something in conjunction.
Okay, what was your name again?
Stephanie Donat, one of the ministers.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, everyone. Joanne Lencher with the Carnegie Community Development Corporation. Just a reminder, if you want to know what's going on, go to Visit Carnegie on Facebook. We finally got it changed from Carnegie's Happening, so it's all coordinated. Visit Carnegie on Facebook, visitcarnegie.com is the website. I just posted a few things today. We have a postcard, a lot of the retailers have the details, what's going on borough-wise, and with the library and with Carnegie Stage. So postcards are going out around town, but just as a reminder, retailers are open till 9, starting last Friday through December 20th. Actually, the window decorating contest starts this week, and Modern Mercantile put out a beautiful window, and I just put it on Visit Carnegie, should we let them back in the contest this year? Now, if you don't know, George was actually a professional window designer, I think at Macy's. Do you know Maggie? Was it Macy's? So, yeah, I mean, he's unbelievable, but people are saying they should be allowed to participate.
Why weren't they?
Well, he's a professional. Yeah, but I think we should let them back in.
Semi-retailers are professional decorators.
Yeah.
They
So,
need to hire him to do their.
I know. So you can start voting. Everybody's going to have sheets inside their location, and this is open to all businesses along East and West Main. It's just not the retailers. So if you have a business on the first floor, go for it. Actually, Black Friday, Carnegie, we're calling it Plaid Friday because of our plaid, and we're still saying, instead of the malls, come here. So we'll be promoting small business Friday and Saturday this year. A Christmas Carol at Carnegie Stage actually starts November 30th through December 15th. Maggie talked about what's happening at the library, and then I will talk later in December about the things coming up in December. But I do want to mention one new thing this year. We've had the Wausau Walk before, that's December 14th. But December 21st this year, we're celebrating National Ugly Sweater Day. All of you need to wear sweaters, but I added to it Carnegie Funny Hat Day. I'm bringing this all the way from New Zealand. They do it, they just walk around in goofy hats, basically from now till Christmas, through the holiday season. So I actually have reindeer antlers that blow up, and it's a ring toss game. So if you see me walking around town with that, you'll know why. But it's a ring toss game. We'll be doing it at the holiday party at the BBOC December 5th, so mark your calendars for that as well. Okay, thanks.
3 weeks of good hats.
Anybody else?
Hi, Deborah May. I was wondering if there's anything else on my wall. I haven't heard anything from anybody for a month.
We had just met with the Army Corps and the Flood Control Authority on Thursday afternoon, and they are expecting to get bids for what the project might cost. That's basically what our next step would be. So as soon as we have something further for that, Keith, I don't know if you maybe have anything else that we can add, but you know, they told us what we've done so far. You know, just to keep everything intact for any rain is okay. But their next step is to get the bids back from the contractors that have come out.
Okay, so then what happens? I mean, is somebody going to do the repair, or are they just going to, this is what it costs to fix, and that's
Well,
it?
we're taking it as that they're going to be doing the repair. We don't have a date on when that would be, but once they get the information back from the contractors, we'll know more.
What changed their mind? Because I thought they
No,
said back in.
let me explain in a little greater detail. The Flood Control Authority hasn't been involved until just this past week. The, what the hell's the Army Corps of Engineers is not going to do anything.
Okay.
Yeah. At this point, what's going on right now is the Flood Control Authority, Churches Valley Flood Control Authority, of which Carnegie is a member, is getting bids to determine what the repairs would cost for the properties, I'll call it south or west, or not west, on your side of the bridge, downstream from the bridge. The way it looks right now is the flood control authority will be paying for a portion of the project, and the borough would pay for a portion of the project. If it's done in accordance with the requirements of the Army Corps of Engineers, after it's completed, the Army Corps of Engineers will then adopt that property and take it in, and going forward, they'll maintain that section. And it won't ever be something that the borough has to deal with, you have to deal with, et cetera. It'll be under their auspice going forward, as long as we do it to their specifications. All that said,
Hold on, keep saying that.
I wouldn't say that to be that may not be true.
it may, okay.
Right, so don't.
That's the direction that we're headed.
Right.
That's the hope, assuming that they'll adopt it. Anyhow, we just talked about it. Steve gave us a briefing on this, and Nate gave us a briefing on this in the other room just a little while ago. So, kind of extemporaneously, I don't have anything prepared for you. The bottom line is I expect it to take months.
Bids are in the works, right?
Bids are in the works. Contractors have already been there and seen the project and figured it out.
There's two of them.
There's two bids. There's a survey that has to be done to make sure that it's done, whatever is determined that needs to be done, gets done in the appropriate place. It's going to be months. That's the bottom line. But at least we're making progress.
Okay, but hopefully, we're going in the winter as fast as, before you know, it's going to be spring, and we're going
It's
to
gonna
have
be
the fall,
here.
and we're going to be, it's just,
I cannot imagine that any work would actually get done. I mean, I'd give it a 1% chance of there actually being work done before the next construction season comes around.
You know, it's amazing that when government can always, whether it's the federal government or the state government, maybe even the county government, when it comes time to find money for some feel-good project or some political correct thing, the money's always there. You know? But when it's something serious like this, where it's negatively affecting people and their lives and their property, it's like pulling teeth. You know, nobody wants to take responsibility for anything. It's crazy.
I know, I sit here and I'm thinking, well, this is being approved, basketball courts are being approved, everything. And okay, why don't I just get a trailer and go live up on the basketball court when it's done?
Well, that was a grant. We got a grant for the park.
Yeah.
I mean, the fortunate thing here is, I concur with them on some degree, but the fortunate thing here is that our Chartiers Valley Flood Authority is stepped up here. I mean, this was something that the Army Corps, because that's their section of the creek there, they should have been, but when they didn't, our Flood Authority stepped up and took this on. So, and God bless them for doing that. I mean, so it's going to be taken care of to some degree here. It's just the contractors went out, they looked, they're going to place bids. Then there's going to perhaps have to be some cost sharing here, but I believe that something to some degree is going to be done here. It's just when, because we are pushing up against winter and freezing and that type of stuff. I think at the end of the day, something will be addressed here.
I mean, would it even be cheaper for them to just buy my house? Team wanted to do it after Ivan hit, and the borough turned it down.
No, the borough didn't turn it down.
No, there wasn't enough people.
They needed 100% agreement to buy the houses down there, and 2% would not sign the paper. It wasn't the borough. The borough wanted to do that. It was not a total agreement for all the people that lived there. So two of your neighbors said no, and that's what washed the whole thing.
It's just crazy that two people could, they're not seeing it.
That'll be 100%, they
Losing her
couldn't do
house.
it without 100%. Okay. Because
just-
Borough, we were all for it, we thought that was a great idea.
Yeah, I mean, we wouldn't be here today.
Right,
I mean,
exactly.
I just kind of asked for, I shouldn't have to, somebody touch base with me. Say, hey, we didn't forget you. Yeah. We're
Well, I
working
think
on
Steve,
it.
they just had a meeting.
Yeah, they all came together in about a week, so that was the latest, and we were expecting to get something basically official from the Army Corps stating everything from the meeting, so that's why they're saying that we have it in their hands at the moment, but this is the information we were given.
And we were waiting, Steve was waiting to get the information back from them to contact everybody.
At that point, I didn't want to tell you something that I didn't know.
Well, like I said, even touch base. Hey, we're still working on it. I mean, I just feel like once I walk out of this room, it's right.
Maybe from this point moving forward, Steve, whether we have information or not, maybe every 2 weeks, to get updated with Ms. May here.
We've been done with cleaning the creek out, so obviously we do care and don't want to see anything happen. We cleaned up all the creek out on the other side, so it doesn't affect you down there.
Yeah, well,
You get all the trees.
I'm at work during the day, so I don't see.
Oh, no, we got
everybody's-
all the dead trees, all the sewer that's out, we got the whole thing cleaned out down there. So you don't get affected down here where you're at. So we did a lot of weeks, we spent over a week in there. Getting everything
We're not even
cleaned up.
allowed to get in there, and they've been allowing us to do so.
Right. We cut down the dead trees on the side, everything cleaned up.
That's before the bridge.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Council with welfare. Yes?
I just want to say I wasn't here at the last council meeting last month. I was in the hospital with some health issues, and I just wanted to say thank you to everybody on council and to quite a few of the business owners that reached out and checked on my status. That's all. So I appreciate it. Thank you.
Ms. Regina.
Just a couple things. Thanksgiving's next week. I know that St. Peter and Paul, a Ukrainian church down here, offers free dinners for anyone who needs one. And they also do takeout. So please, if you know of anyone that's alone or needs a dinner, please touch base with them or just show up on Thursday on Thanksgiving Day. I agree with Maggie and Stacy regarding the service last week. The ecumenical service that we had was really nice, and there was talk of doing that maybe on a quarterly basis, just for a good reason to get together and not because of a sad reason. It was really touching. It was really a great service. There was also a service Saturday morning at the World War I Memorial. That's, I don't know if everybody's aware where it's located. It's Broadway where it splits and goes up past the library. There's a World War I memorial there that has been restored, and there was a service there that Maggie coordinated that was really quite nice on Saturday morning. It was just really touching. It was very, very nice. But if you get a chance, stop up and just take a look at that in honor of our World War I vets. Also, shop downtown. We're going to keep reiterating to get people down to do your Christmas shopping down there. There's a cookie walk this month in December and all the events going on. We've got a lot happening that we're really blessed with. So everybody have a spectacular and a thankful Thanksgiving, and we'll see you in December.
You know the time of that they're serving dinner on Thanksgiving?
Oh, I think it's 11 to 4. I have to verify that though.
Phil?
Yeah, just one thing. Believe it or not, I happen to be a River City brass band fan. I go see them twice a year, and it might seem like, since the River City Brass Band is playing the Indian Community Center at Carnegie, that it's some little deal, and it's not what it is. And what it is a group of absolutely tremendous professional musicians that, and this is really crazy. The gentleman that's the conductor is a Scottish guy, I can't think of his name off the top of my head, who is a flat-out character unto himself. I believe he has a PhD in the tuba, of all things. But I mean, he can rock the house when he plays his tuba. This is a good band. $15, including dinner, to see these guys is an unbelievable deal. And the community center is not that big, so it'll be intimate, it'll be quaint. If you've never seen the River City Brass Band before, go see them. They're fantastic. That's enough of that. There you go.
Well, as was brought up last month, Maggie, let everybody know about the anniversary of World War I, which was touched on tonight. The 11th hour of the 11th day of the 11th month. It was originally called Armistice Day. Now it's referred to as Veterans Day, celebrating all veterans of all wars. So I'd just like to give my appreciation and thanks to all veterans who've served our country, especially those who fought and died to preserve our way of life and our system of government. Because it's not the politicians in Washington, D.C. or in Harrisburg or in Allegheny County who guarantee these rights. The veterans are the ones who provided that and safeguarded it. So I'd like to thank all of my fellow veterans.
Thank you, Emmett, and I want to thank Emmett as a veteran for his service to our great nation. You know, we're coming up on Christmas season, and one of my favorite songs of all time is "Let There Be Peace on Earth," because I think that it speaks, and I think that we need that now more than ever. Who would think that in this country that within weeks that we have 2 mass shootings the way we have, and each one of us could think, you know, what can I do to stop something like this? There is something each and every one of us can do. When you hear somebody use the N-word or any discrimination, you know, they're saying it for a reason. And number one, don't take part in it. But number two, whether it's something or not, if they're willing to put that out in today's world, in public like that, maybe they have some intent. Notify your local police, wherever it is, notify somebody, and let it be addressed. You know, because this last guy, the guy before, they were on some websites, and nobody thinks to address it. If these people are so bold and emboldened to put this out there, maybe they're having some negative thoughts. And maybe if you just reach out to anybody, it can be stopped, it can be prevented. I'm not saying we're going to prevent every single one, but let's do something. You know, if you hear somebody talking negative, being racial, number one, take a stand. Okay? This country is for everybody. Doesn't matter white, green, black, yellow, Indian, whoever. Our veterans, they fought and died in wars for everybody. Everybody. Everybody has rights in America. Stand up. And when you hear somebody talk, stand up and then bring it to somebody's attention. And maybe we can stop the next mass shooting. God hope that it does stop it. I also want to congratulate Connor Lamb are a tremendous victory. What a great young man to be serving our district. I'm so proud of this guy. He's a veteran. I got to wish him a happy Veterans Day. He probably served in our United States Marine Corps, and now he's probably serving as our United States Congressman. And I think he's going to do a tremendous job, and I think he's someone that we'll be proud of for a long, long time. So proud of that young man. And you know, World War I was the war, then all wars. Sadly, it did. But you know, one proud thing I am, since I've been a council member here, is you know, we have the American Creed hanging there. I got approval from all of council. We got a frame, and you know, stop up and read it. You know, it addresses our veterans, it addresses America. But have a blessed Thanksgiving, and you know, it's great that the church is having a meal, but you know, check on your neighbors. You know, maybe your neighbor doesn't have a relative or whatever. Take them to wherever they're going. You know, or bring a meal to them. You know, just let's be kinder, let's be gentler, let's be nicer. You know, usually that starts after the first year. We all have a new set of mind. Let's start today. Let's start right now. Let's be a little nice to one another. That's what I have.
Mike made a good point. It took me back to when my mother was alive. I have 9 brothers and sisters. I'm one of 10. And we never knew on Thanksgiving Day who was going to be at our house for Thanksgiving dinner. Because my mother would find every stray, anybody that didn't have anywhere to go, anybody that just split up from their family or something like that. And it was always kind of a funny joke with all of us kids thinking, I wonder who's going to be here for Thanksgiving this year, because we never knew. And there was so many of us, and then she'd invite all these other people that had nowhere to go. So it was really nice. And when you said that, it just reminded me of my mom. I miss her because that's what she used to do. But anyhow, I want to tell everybody to have a blessed Thanksgiving. And I wanted to say that I wanted to thank everybody that helped with the Haunted Trail this year again. We had some lousy weather. We still did good, but not as good as we normally do because of the weather. But all over Facebook and everywhere, they were saying it was the best one we had ever. So I don't know if anybody got up there, but they said it was our best one. And like I said, even with the lousy weather, we did have people. But I wanted to thank our public works guys who are always amazing. 2 of them come up every night at the trail for 4 nights and volunteer their time. And they're up there from 6 o'clock to 11 o'clock. 2 of them every night, and it's all volunteer. They get nothing for it. They cook the hot dogs for us. They run up and down the hill when the generator goes on. They're amazing. They're amazing. Nobody better ever say anything bad about our public works to me. I'll let them have it. And also I wanted to thank Mayor Riley for coming and helping. She was a tremendous help. I don't know what I would have done without her. And I'd like to thank Mike for coming also. And the police who were there. And, you know, I even tried, I told Officer Dallas, I think it was. Was it Dallas was up there? Or Corey? No, it was Corey. Well, anyway, I called one of them a wimp because one night, me and the mayor and one of the public works guys, it was Jake, right? Yeah. Was it Jake? And myself and another person, they made us go down through the trail. I mean, we helped build it, but I don't go down through it at night, you know, when it's going on, because it's really scary. Anyway, we went down, and I told the police officer, I said, you're coming, the public works guys are coming. It was the last bus of the night. So we get up there, we're going down the trail, and I turn around, and the police officer's not there. So we got back, and it was a Corey. It was Corey, yeah. I said, so I told Jake to tell him, I said, when you see Corey, you tell him to suit up, because then he's all wimp. He wouldn't go, but anyhow. I think he got called. I think it was good. I was just, he knows I was just teasing. But I was teasing him. I said, you're going. He goes, I don't know if I should. But anyhow, and I wanted to thank everybody. And of course, my sisters, who are just amazing, who help me do everything. the police, and I hope I'm not missing anybody, but, but everybody, I mean, if it wasn't for, the people that helped help, we would feel. But anyway, that's all I have, and have a blessed Thanksgiving, everyone, and thank you for coming to the meeting.
Motion to adjourn?